Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbe with Believe in the Run.
Today we're talking about, and I'm going to say it, Adidas.
Adidas. So I'll say the American version.
All right. Adizero SL2. Now the SL, I guess you call it the SL1, but it was like a revamp. I don't know how they did it.
Well, there's the SL20.
Yeah.
From 2020.
And then it kind of rebooted.
Yeah.
And we were actually surprised because it was a really nice entry into the Adizero lineup where you had a shoe that was a little lower price than the rest of the Adizero lineup, and it was a little more versatile.
Yeah, it's kind of I guess you could call it for the Adizero line, it's definitely the entry-level shoe for that. Mm-hmm. Versatile daily trainer that can kind of do everything, but not as well as all the other stuff that's $180.
True, but the last one was like it had a puck of the Lightstrike PRO, and it was a nice move, but it did feel less than, where I feel like the updates to this new one kind of elevate it.
Okay, so let's start with the upper on this shoe. This is a pretty substantial upper, not in that it offers a lot of what you need in a running shoe, I feel like.
Okay.
A solid daily trainer.
Yeah.
You got a comfortable padded tongue, a little bit thick, but like I said, comfortable. You got some pillows and nice cushion around
More cushioning than you're used to for the Adizero line, for sure.
Definitely. And then it's an engineered mesh upper throughout, some reinforced.
Is this a mono mesh or engineered mesh?
What's
the difference?
Mono mesh means.
I know. We get jargon thrown at us. Mono mesh upper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's not jacquard.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is.
If you get mono from wearing it, then I guess you know what it is. And then you get a reinforced toe bumper in the front. So all in all, pretty nice. How did you feel the fit was?
The fit is great for my foot. I have a narrow foot. This one kind of fits like a glove. It's nice. It feels like a race day shoe. It feels like an up-tempo shoe. It holds the foot in nicely. Lacing on this is much easier. The padded tongue is appreciated. These pillows in the back work. The only issue I had with it was on that side, when the shoe creased, I was getting somewhat of that crease was irritating the toe, but it was only on one side, so I don't know if it's a manufacturing thing on that particular shoe. The right side, that was fine.
Did you feel like was there any extra room in the toe box, or did you?
No, it fits true to size. Like this fits almost like a race day shoe.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem. It's pretty snug throughout, and lockdown was great, like you said, and I didn't experience that, so I don't know. It might have been your pair.
Yeah. You said you went for a run in it this morning before the review. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you've got another miles in it. My miles, I didn't seem to notice the breathability of the upper so much at all. You said that yours felt a little warm today?
I felt it was a little bit warm. I think that the tongue is just really thick. And while you can kind of see through the mesh, it's a little bit of a heavier mesh. So yeah, I didn't think it was ridiculous, but it's just, a little bit.
Something to note.
Yeah. You want to move on to the midsole?
I do.
Okay, cool.
We've got two foams in here. We've got Lightstrike 2.0, which in this Lightstrike 2.0 version, it feels a lot softer, a lot more spongy than the previous version. Mm-hmm. And then you've got a core of Lightstrike PRO that goes the entire length of the shoe, and you can see it up here in the exposed areas on the bottom and down here in the heel. So you can see it goes all the way through. Overall, the sensation of this shoe is softer than the previous version, more flexible than the previous version. It just feels elevated.
We talked about this with the ASICS Magic Speed, and even, like you said, the previous version of the SL, where when they say Lightstrike PRO, everyone gets excited. Oh, we're getting the Magic Race Day foam and a daily trainer, but then it turns out to be like this much of it in the forefoot or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do you can see it right here.
A full bed of it.
A full bed in the carrier Lightstrike foam. Like you said, really nice, really smooth. It's not unstable per se, but you get that nice bounce and return. I really like the ride of this shoe.
Another thing to note is we just came off reviewing the Pegasus 41, and this has a similar stack height. I think this one's 36.26, where that one was 37.27. And I complained about the forefoot being a little thin under the Pegasus. The crazy thing is with this one being a millimeter lower stack, but with that Lightstrike PRO underneath the foot, This one felt fine. Like I had no issues with the stack on this. The cushioning under the front of the shoe was fine. I did everything from 8 miles. My longest run in it was a 12-mile run. So I have over 30 miles in it and no pain, no issues, no thin feeling under the forefoot with this shoe.
I mean, we did the 12-mile run together on Saturday in the shoe, and I was more than pleased that I got to run in it. At the end of the run, I picked up the pace and dropped it to like my half marathon pace to finish the last couple miles, and it was, man, it picks up really nicely, especially, I mean, this is a daily trainer-ish type shoe, but the weight on it is...
It's 9 ounces for my size 10.5 or 257 grams. So right around 9.1 ounces. It goes through the stride well. It feels light. And I mean, again, like if I'm comparing this to some of the other entry-level shoes coming in from some of the brands, this one really hits a lot of notes.
I mean, there's race day shoes that weigh almost the same, like not too far off. So
where they did save a little money though, Robbie, is you'll notice there's no Continental rubber on this.
And that's any of the lower models we've seen use the, I don't know, Adidas's in-house rubber. Took some hard corners, tight corners on this today, and I thought it was surprisingly grippy.
Yeah, I had no issues with the outsole. The outsole's fine. The only area where I got some abrasion on this shoe was on this exposed foam in the Lightstrike. And you can see, like, I don't know what happened because it looks like it runs all the way down. I'm not sure if that was like as we were running, I hit a rock or something that just grounded out. Other than that, 30 miles, the shoe looks great. And there's a little bit of creasing on the Lightstrike 2.0, but there's not a lot of tooling on this outsole, so it's gonna show the wrinkles.
Yeah, I was more than pleased with this, the ride overall, the weight, the value to it. For $130, which is definitely the low end of running shoes these days. I want to bring up, in the past, a lot of the more, not budget, but basic Adidas models to me have been okay. Like the Lightstrike, especially the earlier versions of the Lightstrike, were not great. And like the SL20, that shoe I just felt was not anything to write home about. So that's why I wasn't super excited to get into this. But then I feel like whatever version they're using of Lightstrike, the 2.0, or even the Lightstrike Pro, seems to be perfectly balanced out in this shoe.
Really, for an entry-level shoe at this price, this is probably one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah, I think people are going to be surprised.
Other shoes I've put in this category would be the New Balance Rebel V4 and the Mach 6. All of them have that lighter, well-cushioned, you know, the shoe that when you get running, if you wanted to pick up the pace, you can. If you want to go a little easier, you can. It's not going to punish you for slower paces.
Yeah.
But when you're ready to pick it up like you did on the 12-miler, the shoe will come along with you.
Yeah, and also it looks great. I think this is a really nice looking shoe.
It's like a Samba.
Yeah, I felt like the last version looked awesome too, but I think they'll obviously release some other colorways as well, but this is a nice clean look. Yeah,
it's just fun. You look down and you feel like you got a soccer boot on or what do they call it, football boot?
Cleat in America.
Cleat.
Yeah. We'll call it boot.
Cleatus.
For all you Euros out there.
Yeah, so you probably don't have to guess right now at what I would give this shoe. I'm going a strong green.
Easily a green on this one, especially at that price point. It's going to be hard to find a better shoe for $130.
Two things that I would do if I was going to give it a knock. One, if you have a wider foot, I don't think this is going to be the shoe for you. Two, no stability in this shoe. So this is truly a neutral shoe. You're going to want to avoid it if you need some stability or any kind of like
the medial support. Yeah, I mean, there's basically nothing there, but I mean, even cut it out to a degree. You can see the foam here hangs off the medial edge. So if you need any support in the inside there, I would definitely stay away from this one. But yeah, I mean,
other than that,
good shoe.
It's a go. You want to tell people to like it and subscribe and all that kind of stuff?
First off, if you ever get to go see dirt track racing, check out Chase Scott, who knows, up in Linda Speedway in Pennsylvania. It's a good time. $5 for all the racing you can get on a Friday night. They're not sponsoring us, but we're trying to figure out how we could sponsor a sprint car. So
yeah, Chase, call us.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you follow us on all our other channels. Obviously, like and subscribe this video. and this channel, Instagram. Check out all the reviews on our website.
What about your weekly email?
Weekly email where we put all the reviews in one spot so you don't have to keep checking. But I would say, especially the website, not all the reviews get to YouTube. All the reviews do get to our website. So do both of those things.
All right.
And listen to our podcast. Everything's in the description. That's it. All right. It's time to go.